Okay. Take out this so I can hear myself. Welcome to Saturday's stream. It's the 25th of September, correct? 9 means September? Yeah. Alright. Yesterday's stream was pretty poppin', to be honest. I don't know what happened yesterday, but that was pretty cool. But today's we get a much more exciting recipe for today. So again, we're using Gobble, which is a new meal kit that I am currently on for this week. And this is gonna be the Japanese miso udon. I said this yesterday. If you're curious about what the difference between Gobble and the other meal kits are, it's basically that a lot of the stuff is already pre-done. So the stuff that you need to cook for a long time, they most likely have gotten that out of the way for you, and you can still end up with a pretty nice dish without spending too much time. Perfect for me, but ends up being really expensive, which is why I'm jumping off of this service as soon as possible. Alright, so take a look at the recipe for today. Got the Japanese miso udon, which is gonna be super yummy if I make it correctly. It's got some chicken in it, got some shiitake mushrooms, an egg that I'm gonna apparently be cooking in a microwave for some reason. And we'll see how that goes. So 3 steps only. It's like it's way too simple. So we'll see how fast this ends up being. I'm very curious to see that. But we're basically making the broth, putting noodles inside, cooking the mushrooms along with the spinach and stuff, mixing all that together. Chicken as well, and that's our udon. By the way, I'm still working on some YouTube exclusive, short clips, just because I've recorded several recipes that I haven't been able to showcase on stream. So at some point they'll be there. And in terms of next week's schedule, Friday I'm scheduled to do something, or a restaurant. Saturday, maybe not, because there's a surprise coming in that may or may not be leaked by someone. But as of right now, nobody knows. Yes. Yeah. Alright. Let's start. So I've got back here water kind of heating up. I'm going to turn the heat on to high now that we've started. And in terms of the recipe, I have all of that here. Got the mushrooms all chopped up. This is our udon, which is already prepared for us. We just need to drop it into the broth. They've got 2 nice eggs and some spinach. This is the fruity kake blend, 2 miso packs, and some chicken. So I've got 4 to 5 cups of hot water. Well, 4 cups to be exact. I might add a little bit more depending on if we need to. And let's get the motion tracking on. So first, we gotta wait for this to actually boil. And then in the pan in the back, I'm gonna be cooking the shrooms and the spinach. So I'm gonna get the spinach out of its package. So, from what I've heard, apparently, is that EPAL is paying quite a bit of money to some of the top streamers that have linked their Twitch to EPAL and whatever. I don't know how that shit works, but like apparently the top 3 people have been earning like a couple thousand, I want to say, per week. Which doesn't sound realistic, right? But I think that those were the numbers. So Panda, if you want to venture into that realm, maybe now's the time. Are you gonna be the top? You know what's funny is that the funny thing is that 2 of them are girls, which is exactly what you'd expect. One of them is a guy, but I'm pretty sure he was already, like, popping off on Twitch already. I don't know exactly what he streams, though. But, like, one of them is a guy. And you'll never guess this. He makes the least out of those 3. Oh, what a surprise. It's kind of fucked. But like I don't know what, like, how the money even works, like, because I've got EPAL linked, and like, what do they have to, like, order? Do they have to order clicking from the Twitch in order for them to get, like, part of the revenue, or what? I don't even know how it works. Or like they have to sign up using their link. Like, I just refuse to believe that, they're getting that many orders that EPAL's willing to pay them that much per week. Or they've just, like, kind of catapulted, like, a couple streamers to the top just so they can put that shit on their website, right? I don't know. Is the camera following? It's not, right? Okay. I don't know what's going on with it. Wage cap, yeah. I mean, Kevin, you could have done it, You were getting so many orders. You could have been successful that way. You wouldn't have to do your, like, job anymore and stuff. Alright, it's boiling. Let's move over here. So many hours. Just charge more. That guy was willing to pay. Alright, miso, concentrate, and chicken. I'll put the...
I don't think that even countered that. It's cheap quinoa. That was like free labor, dude.
Essentially. You could have charged more, but, like, you were like, oh, I'm gonna be nice to the guy. I'm putting both in at the same time, I'm assuming. Yes. Okay. try to avoid putting more water into this because I actually want the broth to be pretty flavorful and strong. Yeah, the yeah, even though like he viewed our e-pals, like nothing happened. Like I did he even order someone? Let's do this. Let's see. Who do I want to use? This. And then once this boils, I add the udon soup. See, Epal even noticed that um, the whole gaming thing, like besides League and like maybe Valorant, like all the other games were not getting any orders. And then they're like, we're gonna add more different sections to basically eChat. So now there's eChat, there's like relationship advice, there's like depression help or something. I don't know. Like that, all of those categories are just pretty dumb in my opinion because like, no, none of these people are professionals, and you're trying to get people on the internet who are like feeling alone and don't know where to go to these avenues for help, and then have a bad experience, or maybe good but probably bad because they're not getting the correct help that they need. Like, yeah, you should go to a real, like, certified, like, therapist if you're depressed, and not go onto the depression help section of EPAL and be like, oh, if I talk to this girl, like, and then, tell her that, I like cutting myself or something like that, she's gonna be able to help me. Alright, udon noodles in. Alright, now I need to get that chicken out and start drying it on a plate. I know. Kevin can just become a VTuber. and slide. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat now, so we don't overcook these. And they don't want me to season the chicken, at least not yet. Interesting choice. Alright, in the other pan, we get some oil heating up. Chicken's still super wet. This is enough, hopefully. Talking mushrooms. You know what? I want to watch another one of these. Like, this is gonna be done pretty soon, so I'm just gonna use this one. Alright. A little bit of salt. I think it's been like 3 minutes. Spinach in. And then time to prepare our egg for the next part. There's our eggs. Might need a little bit of additional salt for the spinach now. Alright, I'm going to turn off the heat. And chicken's going in next. But I want to get my bowl ready. We logged into. And how many missed messages? Let me see if I can check Discord. That was September 3rd. I mean, why do they... So, like, is he going around hiring a bunch of people? Because, like, one person's not going to make a difference. Alright, I'll go ahead and put this into the broth. Okay, so... Oh, you must be kidding. They really don't want me to season this at all? Hello? Really? Alright. Question. Should I season the chicken and go off the go, like, kinda not according to the recipe? Because they basically want me to just put this chicken in the pan, cook it, and then put it in the broth. And I don't agree with that. Heat back on. We'll see how it turns out, I guess. Apparently I'm putting half a cup of water into a bowl and then cracking the egg in it. I'll go ahead and do it right now. But let's go ahead and put the chicken in. It don't feel right. It's not seasoned. All right. Alright, I've cracked an egg in. It's a really small egg, to be sure. And I'm going to microwave this for 30 seconds. See how that turns out. Supposedly this is gonna cook. We'll see what happens. Cook for 1 minute on each side. Oh. So flip it real quick is what they want me to do. Basically, like I think before it gets any color. Okay, well. Guys, it's actually working. Oh wait. 30 seconds wasn't enough, but I will add 10 more. Alright, what is going on with this chicken? Well, we're not seasoning this. Okay. But we need to make sure this chicken's actually cooked. So even though it's been like over a minute, like I need to make sure like I don't see any pink. Yeah, let's do 20 seconds won't hurt. Alright. This looks decent now. The rest of the cooking should be in the broth. I don't know, man. Gotta turn up the heat for the broth now. That's what it currently looks like. And now we're adding the chicken in. I guess this is like healthy or something? I don't know. There's absolutely no flavor at all, except for when it goes in the broth. Oh, hey, take a look. You can see the egg in there. It's cooked. Center's gonna be liquidy, I hope. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this in there. And then crack the other one. No, there's no butter in this. None at all. Alright, so first 30 seconds. But it's basically done at this point. I want to see how it tastes. You know what? It doesn't really need salt. Like, I thought I would feel like I would want to put salt in it, but it's actually quite perfect. Alright. Oops. "20 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna get the, well, we're using one of the bowls, so I want to get the other bowl ready now. But I think we can turn the heat off now. You know what? I never knew you can make onsen egg this way. I never, like, you know, when when my roommate used to cook eggs or try to cook eggs in the microwave, I always laughed because I'm like, you can't do that. You can't make scrambled eggs in there. And you can't because, it's not that's bad scrambled eggs, but at least to make these types of eggs, it appears you can. All right. How am I gonna plate this? All right, I need the mic like kind of back here. Everything else out of the way. Our empty bowl right here. And quite heavy pot. Wow, it actually poured without spilling. I got worried here. All right, that's one bowl. I don't like the way the egg looks in this one, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch it out. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna use the other egg. I use that one. All right, and the final step is to put this in there. Mix it a bit more before I do that, right? Okay, how's that? Oh, my spoon. Oh, fuck. All right. Picture time. Let's bring the lighting a little bit more over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 too much lighting. It smells really nice. I'll say that. All right, time for the taste test, right? see how I really did. Start off with the udon, which should be good because they've been soaking in here for quite a while. It soaked up some of the nice soupy flavor. Chicken, how about that? Chicken's not bad, but you know that like kind of what can I say? Like fish and chicken, pork, they've all got that kind of like, you know, flavor that you don't really like unless you give it some flavor. I think it needed a little bit of that before putting it into the broth. Just my opinion, because the center, like, the outside it's got the broth, but like it doesn't soak all the way to the center. All right. So this is something that my mom would really like because she loves noodles and she loves soup. All right, let's see how the egg turned out. Yep. Could actually be a little softer, to be honest, but it's cooked. For the price of 1,000 USD a night, I would do it. All right, here's what I would do for 1,000. I would fly to wherever you are, right? And then who can pick whatever that I have made in the past. So any of the like recipe items from HelloFresh, Gobble, whatever. Unless you are on the other side of the world where it's gonna cost basically round trip that amount of money just for me to go out there and come back. But I think flights domestically in the US, they're only like a couple hundred, right? So I'd still profit. Your famous risotto, easy enough, I guess. Yeah. Um, and for the 1,000, right? As a bonus, now some people might be into this. If you want me to cough on your food, I'll also do that. What else? I think he has the vaccine, so it's not going to work on him. Okay, the chicken definitely should have been seasoned. I don't know with what, but it should have been seasoned with something. I eat the egg now. See, it's still got some of that liquid. %50. Pretty good odds. So yes, that's a really good idea, and it's it's now an active it's an active request on my stream. You know, $1,000 equals, you know, all of that. No questions asked. Tab if you're interested. You know, it's a good idea. And I can even give you a discount, right? For Japan. Like, I'm not gonna cook in Japan. Like, why would I do that? Like, the whole point of the Japan trip is so that I can eat what people cook for me. Because they're gonna be better. October 22nd. Okay. I need to check my calendar to see what my work thing is like. I wonder if I'm on call during that week. Hopefully not. Well, actually, maybe that would be good. It depends on whether you're here on a weekday or a weekend. Well, Kevin, I have not received your $1,000 yet, so deal's not on until, you know, the order has been placed. But I do want to focus on eating this because it's actually really yummy. It's like yesterday's was pretty good, and then there's today's. Alright. So, first come, first serve. I'll see you guys next week. Is there more expensive than... Is this more expensive than HelloFresh? Yes, it is. It is. I think without discount, it might even top Blue Apron. This is one of the most expensive, like, meal kits ever because, well, I guess it's, all their recipes can be done in, like, 20 minutes-ish. So it's, like, really fast. Whereas everything is done from scratch with all the other meal kits. And that's why it takes so long. That's why I finished this in like 40 minutes, which is like almost half of the time that I usually spend. But yeah, also why I'm never returning to this meal kit, because it's that expensive. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna drink the broth. Of course I'm gonna drink the broth. This is delicious. No, with with regular with like broth that you get from instant ramen, you should never drink that broth. That's actually cancer. That's gonna kill you, right? But if you get ramen from like a shop outside, you know, where you know, it tastes really good, you can drink that broth, and of course the broth that you make yourself. I think that's good. But instant like ramen like broth, no, that shit's gonna kill you. All right. See you guys next week. Bye.